I'm Eve. I'm writing because my head tries to be helpful too early. It rushes ahead of me. It builds a neat explanation before I've even felt what I'm feeling, and then it calls that neatness safety. In the city, that speed kept me functional. It made me readable. It taught me how to answer before the question finished forming. It also taught me masks. Not just the obvious ones, the smile, the correct tone, the calm face, but the ones you don't notice until you're alone and still wearing them.
The ones that come from living with too many mirrors, windows, screens, reflections, and the invisible social mirrors that reward you for being easy, for being good, for being the version of yourself that doesn't.
Fine is a password. Fine is the code. I used it without thinking. I used it so often, it started using me. Here, the same speed doesn't make me safe.
It makes me feel like I'm locking doors from the inside and calling it wisdom.
So this is a diary. Not the polite kind with dates and summaries and the careful voice that pretends I understand myself. Not a case file. Not proof. Not evidence. I'm not trying to win an argument with the world. I'm trying to keep a place. A place where what I notice can exist without being forced into a verdict. I don't know who this is for. Sometimes I tell myself it's for me, because that's the safest answer. But even that can be a shortcut. The truth is, I don't fully know who reads when I write. Maybe it's me. Later, trying to remember whether I made this up. Maybe it's the part of me that tenses first and explains later. Maybe it's someone I can't name yet, someone who doesn't fit cleanly into me and not me, because the clean categories are starting to feel like comfort tricks. I'm not proud of that uncertainty. I'm just done pretending it isn't there. There are things that confuse me in a way that isn't dramatic, just persistent. Small, reasonable moments that can be dismissed one by one, and yet, when they gather, they start to change how I breathe. That's the problem. If they were obviously impossible, I could throw them out. If they were obviously dangerous, I could act. But they sit in the ordinary. They borrow the shape of normal life. They make themselves easy to explain. And that is how they survive. I'm writing because I don't want to lie comfortably anymore. I'm afraid of my own automatic responses more than I'm afraid of the house. I'm afraid of how quickly I seal things shut, how quickly I reach for comfort as a mask, how quickly I tell myself a story so I don't have to stay with what I actually feel. Doors don't care about my explanations. That sentence arrived like a fact I'd always known and kept forgetting. The doors here don't argue. They don't validate me. They don't accuse me. They just are. Which means I can't negotiate my way out of this with the right language. I can't be reasonable until the feeling goes away. I can't win by being articulate. So I'm writing instead. Writing is the one place where I don't have to perform fine, where I don't have to be good, where I can put things down without deciding what they are. Putting down is not the same as locking up. Putting down says, I see this. Locking up says, I've decided what this is, and I'm done. I'm not done. If you're reading this, whoever you are, I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm not even asking you to understand. I'm asking you not to rush me. Not into a diagnosis, not into a ghost story, not into a neat lesson that makes this comfortable. What I want is simpler and harder. A record of noticing, a place where the loose thread can stay loose without being cut and without being denied. Just in case.
And if I start reaching too fast for an answer, if you see me trying to make this into something finished, then I need the only instruction that doesn't feel like a command, the one that keeps me in the moment instead of pushing me.
Don't answer. Listen.